Bronwynn Dean is a writer and artist living on the Oregon coast. Easily influenced by the moon and the tides, in her current incarnation, she is living her siren's dream of having a flower and art shop in a quaint coastal village and trying hard not to drown sailors. Now, interesting factoid, since that happened, she is, are you going to just tell us what you do? Yes, all right. Let's hear it for Bronwynn Dean.
Hello, everyone. I'm a little on that chocolate cake high, so bear with me. I am going to read my piece from the book and with an addendum. Hydro soliloquy. The spit of mussels hissing and popping fills caves only accessible a few times a year at the lowest tides. Echoes crashing in isolated chambers. Water drips from inside. Air is vapor. Fog so dense you can only walk guided by the sound of the ocean. Kelp swirls at your feet. Smells of life and decay intertwine. Tastes of salt and infinity. Breathing in a place that was hours ago covered by water and will soon be underwater again brings an always sense of danger, an eerie sense that you are actually underwater. Razor clams dig holes dotting the break line, their tracks, abandoned mines. Gulls scavenged exposed crabs, mercilessly pecking at sand dollars stranded, waiting for the water to rise. Bodies turned inside out, a silver fish gasping for breath. Mirages of light, rippled sand like the peaks on a stiff meringue, swirling volcanic black sand on every ridge. You can see the rhythm of the ocean in the prints it leaves behind. Glowing light above the fog, like a soft hand on your head. This is my backyard now. Every day is a fresh start here. The perspective brings a new kind of quiet beyond the constant crashing and tumbling symphony. People wait each day at sunset, that Mecca on the horizon, watching the ocean like we are all expecting a message. A secret religion of shared experience. We smile at one another. Yes, we witness this moment, outside of time, where the silver pathway leads to divinity. The roads full of pilgrims come to touch the sky, to the end of the earth, where memory shifts with each tide. Civilizations come and gone, and the ocean has greeted them all. When you live here, you become part of the storm. You are not apart from the weather. Water comes from all sides, and there is nothing to do but befriend it, to become it. The salt hag knows the tidal rhythms, the harsh pull of the moon. I measure time by tide charts and lunar phases. She knows the shore as a book of wave-tossed omens. I pick up driftwood, conjure the form hiding in its curve. I hunt for agates and measure their worth against the light. I read somewhere that the sea speaks more honestly to those willing to drown. Here, I can listen for the incoming tide without fear. So, full disclosure, after I submitted this piece, ended up moving back to the valley, snuggled up against the foot of the coast range with a view of Mary's Peak looming from my window. My husband and I got invited to participate in a project on family land, and both of us having nomadic proclivities, decided to trade blue space for green. Friends and family scratch their head and say, well, you sure do move a lot. And I used to think that, according to them, that should have been a bad thing. But now I've come to realize I'm a collector of places and experiences. In fact, there's already a plan to move again, as we build on pristine land nestled even deeper in the wilds of the Coast Range. This will be the setting for my crone years, a literal caricature of Baba Yaga's hut, tucked into the whispers of ancient spruce. There, I plan to measure my days by the height of the river and the flush of mushrooms in the old growth. I will know the time by the slant of light in the pasture. I will harvest experiences alongside the flowers I cut, the pluckedly ripe apples I pick, and the honey I negotiate from the bees. Maybe someday there will be grandchildren to make daisy chains and berry cobblers with. Or maybe I will curate more canine companions to ramble the fields, tracking the murmurations of birds. Perhaps I will plan more trips to foreign lands, where language eddies around me and paying in different currencies stretches my brain. And hopefully, I'll sit still long enough to get more of these experiences down to tell you, because every place has memories it wants to share. Thank you.